Today I feel like talking about my grief. My grief. I lost my sister on May 22nd of this year. It's been 7 months. Feels like it's been an eternity and also no time at all. I don't know if this is even going to be something I actually put out. I just needed to talk. It's really hard to explain. I mean, it's indescribable, really, what it feels like to lose a sibling. And I know this next part I'm going to say can apply to anyone who's lost somebody, but it genuinely feels like there's a hole in your soul that you will never get back. And for some reason, on like my Reels For You page, I've been getting suggested so much like health and wellness content because my phone's probably listening to me. And a lot of grief content. Some of it's good. Some of it's genuine advice. Some of it, though, is just bullshit. And people saying you need to find your inner peace. You need to make peace with what happened. When you lose somebody so young, my sister was 27. And it was very, I'll call it a tragic accident. There's no way to make peace with it, and I'm tired of influencers and just other people in general telling people struggling that they need to find inner peace. You need to find your peace and make your peace. Because there's no peace to be had. Realistically, there's no peace to be had from a situation like this. Sometimes I wake up and I genuinely can't believe this is the reality I live in. I mean, some days, most days. And that's probably how it's always going to feel, right? I don't know. The best advice I've been given, and like a general thing that I've just heard people say, is you'll learn to live with it. I don't want to learn to live with it. I don't want to live with it. Do I have to? Sorry, I'm laughing because I'm making myself uncomfortable. Because I haven't really had a candid conversation about it. Because a lot of people around me don't understand. They understand loss. Everybody's lost someone. But they don't understand how I specifically feel. Nobody 100% understands how someone else feels. Because we are all individual people that process things differently. And I just wish there was someone that could just look at me and be like, I know what's going on in your mind, and I'm sorry. I wish someone that understood could tell me that it's okay. Because everyone tells you that it's going to be okay, and they're like, it's going to be okay. But it's not okay. And another thing I've been thinking about is, it's only been 7 months. Why am I trying so hard to feel normal when I've never felt normal in general, like my entire life? I'm not trying to say poor me, but I've been through certain things that I wouldn't wish upon anybody. And I'm like, my upstairs neighbors are always creaking the floors. I lost what I was gonna say. Dang it. Oh yeah, why am I trying so hard to feel normal? I've never felt normal. I don't think anybody feels normal, probably. Why would I try to feel normal after something like this happened? You can't ever be normal again. That's just the reality of it. It's never going to be normal. And that's why nobody lives a normal life. I don't know. I often find myself minimizing my own pain by trying to say, everybody's been through this. Most people have lost somebody. And it's true, but I also need to stop minimizing my own grief by saying other people experience it. Because it's earth-shattering. It's terrible. And I know I'm just stating the obvious by saying it's terrible, but it's terrible. Terrible is a great word to describe it. I'm trying to stay soft-spoken. So even though it's a heavy topic, it can still somewhat be a relaxing video. We'll see. I'm kind of just rambling now. I don't know why I'm trying to be normal. And if you've lost somebody, especially recently, stop trying to expect that you'll feel normal again, because you're not going to. And I know I can't really speak to the longevity of grief because it's only been 7 months, but like I said in the beginning, it's felt like an eternity and also no time at all. I've been stuck in limbo since she died. I would like to no longer be in limbo. But something that I'm actually doing to help myself is I'm trying to gather funds, raise funds in some way, because my sister does not have a physical resting place, basically. So her ashes are in here, this necklace. There's an urn at my parents' house, there's an urn at my grandmother's house, and then a bunch of us got necklaces. So she is everywhere. My sister is everywhere, which is kind of cool. And my mom had told me that when they were ordering all the keepsakes, she asked a morbid question of, is there going to be enough ashes for all these keepsakes? Like, is there going to be enough of my daughter? And they were like, it's a perfectly okay question to ask. Like, don't worry. The people that my parents worked with for the viewing and then the memorial keepsakes were very kind, which I'm very grateful for. And I know that most people in that line of work are probably very kind because of the nature of their jobs, but it's still appreciated. That's a whole other thing, the viewing. That is traumatizing, seeing my sister's dead body. That was traumatizing. And I know that a lot of people do it for some sort of closure, but I don't know if that was closure. I don't know what that was. It was terrifying. And it scared me. And I wish that was talked about a little more. That it's very jarring to see your dead loved one. It's incredibly jarring to see your dead sister. Because it looks like her, but it doesn't look like her. Something that I did was write her a letter to be cremated with, which did help. I wish I had written 2 copies so I still had a copy for myself, but maybe it's better that I didn't. Maybe it's good that it was a one-time conversation between us. It was cremated with her, and that was the point. That was the point. I don't really know how to conclude this little rant, if you can call it a rant. But I'll say this very cliche thing, that you're not alone. The pain that you feel after losing a loved one is both unique to how you experience it, but also it's the same pain that's been shared through generations of people. So we're not alone. We all experience this pain. But don't listen to people telling you to try to make peace. You don't need peace. Some people might. Maybe that's how they cope. But for myself, I don't see how making peace would... I don't like that term. How could I make peace with it, you know? Don't let other people dictate how you're going to grieve, is what I should say. And that's something that I still need to take to heart as well. Well, thank you for having this candid conversation with me. I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully more lighthearted video.